Alright, we started a little earlier. Whatever, who cares? Oh, of course. What the fuck? Of course, as soon as I switched scenes, my bitrate dipped to like 2014 level. Anyway, guys, that is something that I've reiterated a few times over the last few streams. We're in winter now. We're actually about to hit into a deep freeze, like a single-digit Fahrenheit. So who knows what the streams will hold for the future there. As you know, we have a lot of problems here in the winter. Relax and watch. Hey, Ryan, the Niners don't play today at least, so this is the only week that I get to relax other than when they're eliminated, right? What's up, Vroud? Welcome. Alright, so we'll do quick update and then we'll head into the stream. Yesterday I started uploading my Shadow Tower Let's Play. I still have 5 more videos to upload. They're currently live to members. I anticipate all 10 parts should be up before the end of the night tonight. And then possibly the review to members as well. All that stuff is done. I finished it a while ago, just had to compile and upload. Takes a little bit. Still working on the Shadow Tower Retro Achievement Run, although I have not touched that in about a week. Still working on the Final Fantasy II Retro Achievement Run. I actually did play that a little bit this week. What else have I been doing? Obviously, I set this up. I feel like there's something I'm forgetting. I don't know. But basically, those are the projects right now at this very moment. And just to fill you guys in, I've been having teeth problems. I had my checkup like a month ago. You know, minor cavity that needs to get a filling, I think, in another week or two. And then I had some issues on one up here that was going to get a new filling and I think a crown, but the tooth ended up going seemingly out of nowhere. The night before Thanksgiving, it started bothering me. I felt a lot of pressure. Wasn't so much pain, just a lot of pressure. And then basically Thanksgiving onward, every single night for the most part was dreadful. Early last week was the worst. Monday and Tuesday was like, and part of Wednesday as well, actually Wednesday morning. Incredible pain. Was absolutely horrible. Was able to get a endodontist appointment and they determined that the tooth needs to be pulled. It is a tooth that had dental work on it done like 18 years ago and it wasn't the best dental work. So I'm trying to cope myself into thinking it was okay that it needs to get pulled. And then unfortunately too, part of the problem I think with all the pain that I was feeling was not only this tooth that was going, but there was actually a tooth down here that was starting to basically go as well. Very early stages, it needs a root canal, they caught it pretty quick. So yeah, a lot of teeth problems that happened all at once. I went like 4 years with nothing at all, and then everything just piled up at once, so it's been brutal. Download the game Puck? I never heard of that one, Ryan. What is it? Hockey game, I'm assuming? And yeah, Vroud, I mean, it can get real bad. Thankfully, I was pretty proactive and I was advocating for myself because I felt like I was getting poo-pooed by my dentist a little bit. I was able to get on antibiotics, able to get some pain pills, just heavier ibuprofen. I don't like taking like pain pills because, you know, no thanks. But since I got on the antibiotics and the ibuprofen, it's definitely been feeling a lot better. The last like 3 or 4 days have been the best days that I've had since it started bothering me. And now I just gotta play the waiting game. I'm not able to get my tooth extracted until 16th. So not this upcoming Tuesday, but the Tuesday after. I guess we'll see. But yeah, it's been brutal. That's been the reason basically for lack of uploads, lack of streams and stuff like that in the last like 8 days. First person hockey, I mean, that sounds pretty interesting. I was gonna say, it sounds like pretty steep learning curve. Also guys, I'm noticing that my bitrate is a little it's a little inconsistent today. Like I said, it is starting to get cold around here. If I find that we end up running into too many inconsistent streams and losses, I'll probably have to shelve the streams for a few months, unfortunately. But not getting ahead of myself. So anyways, today's thing will be Eternal Ring Melee only, PS2 game. We'll be playing on the PS2 emulator. And yeah, I've already beaten the game. I did a Let's Play for it. I played it many years ago. So I beat it like way before COVID. And I did a review for it. and then I revisited it earlier this year and did a new review for it because I felt like the old one wasn't good. And then I mastered it on Retro Achievements 100%. But I love the game so much, and I just played Shadow Tower recently. So I felt like, let's go back and try something interesting. It's not like it hasn't been done before. People have done melee-only Eternal Ring runs. But the game is focused around magic and magic rings. So melee is not the intended way to play. It's definitely more difficult than using magic, so it should be interesting. We're gonna take our time. It'll be like, it's a challenge run, but it'll be casual. We're not gonna be speeding through it too much, so. All right, thank you guys. Hopefully you had a good week, and yeah, let's get jumping right in. There we are. Now I have to unmute. Oh my God, so I'm dropping frames left and right today, guys. I don't know what's going on. I hate my internet. I really do. I just hope it holds up. If at any point the stream goes like hard crash, please let me know. Are we unmuted here? Hold on. Yeah, there we go.
That night, Kane Morgan was lost in the dreams of his childhood. He saw the charred remains of his home. He saw himself standing alone amid the wreckage. His mother and father were nowhere to be found.
We'll watch the cutscenes.
Kane was very young at the time. So young that he didn't really understand that he lived in a country known as Solskjaer, and that the neighboring country, Aldine, had suddenly become a cruel, aggressive invader. There was one other thing. They had all left for the island. That was all he was able to remember. Pangaria was the largest country in the Western continent. The elders, who at the time were the acting rulers, had abruptly dispatched a group of knights to a place known as the Island of No Return. The young king, a man called Ian, who was known for his fairness and moderate manner, inquired with the elders as to the meaning of such a dispatch, but the elders didn't bother to reply. Gillian Morgan, the loyal leader of the king's retinue, was concerned about Ian, so he decided he would learn for himself what the elders were up to. He had but one piece of evidence to guide him. It was a vague utterance made by one of the elders. Somewhere on the Island of No Return was a ring imbued with eternal power. It was not a time for indecision. Gillian proposed to the king that his own son, Kane, should journey to this island. A few days later, before daybreak, a small boat...
So if you guys aren't familiar...
Pangaria. It was a boat secretly obtained by Gillian for one purpose only, to carry his son, Kane.
You're gonna hear some really good voice acting.
From King Ian to the Island of No Return.
Wonderful voice acting throughout this game. Also, it was really weird when I was doing some test footage, and I don't remember it looking like this on my other videos. Everything was coming up really dark, so I had to adjust my gamma slightly. So if anybody's like very familiar with this game, if you're like, oh, that looks like a little off, I had to adjust my gamma. I don't know why, it was like super dark in some areas. Oh yeah, Ryan, I love this soundtrack. It's so good. If anybody hasn't watched my review yet, my new one, I recommend you watch it. If you look for it and you find the one that's like 3 minutes, don't watch that one. Watch the other one. This game's a blast. It's basically like... I mean, I don't know. I guess it's kind of like Kingsfield, but it's more magic focused. It's way faster. There's no like stamina bar. Obviously the vibes are different. It's the same type of game, just a little different. Makes it different enough to be its own thing. I have not, no. Oops.
Thanks for the lift.
If you're gonna deliver that ladder,
you'd be a lot better off doing it before nightfall. You bet I will.
Careful out there.
We fishermen usually steer clear of this island. Gotta be hard working for the king, huh? Best of luck to you. Hey, be careful out there.
Yeah, it's on my list, Sprout. I just played through Shadow Tower, so the next FromSoft game that I'll probably cover would probably be Shadow Tower Abyss. After that, I want to play the Echo Knight games, probably next. But then I'll get to their more, I guess, traditional RPGs afterwards. I do have, like, Evergrace, what, Forever Kingdom, stuff like that. Yes, it is. Yes. Welcome, CD. Actually, no, I lied. It's not the same, right? No, it's not. Because you could use Fireball in that one. So it's similar. But you could use Fireball. Because I feel like I remember spamming Fireball when I was there. So the only things that we're going to be using in this run will be... we'll use the Fireball or whatever it's... You know, the first fire spell. We'll use it to open the doors in the Water Shrine. And we're going to go to the hidden dungeon. Can't remember what it's called off the top of my head. So we'll have to make a holy ring for that, I believe, to get in. But other than that, all the ways that we kill enemies will be from melee. Oh. And yeah, we're just going to take our time here today. Obviously, we're clearly not going to finish it. Gonna go around, try to kill as many things as possible. I'm not gonna be able to, like, do, like, really easy grinding until later on. So it's gonna be a bit of a slog grind early on. I always forget that you don't have, stamina in this game. But yeah, we're going to... I kind of wrote some rules below. The only way we can kill enemies is with melee. We're allowed to use Fireball on the Water Shrine. We're allowed to use the Holy Magic to get into the other dungeon over there. I will allow myself to wear, like, the... You know, the non-magic attack, non-healing rings, like the passive ones. But as far as, like, healing spells and detoxing and all that kind of stuff, we are not allowed to do that in this one. So yeah, this particular run has nothing to do with retro achievements. Just like a personal thing. And if anybody's interested, another YouTuber who does a lot of, like, FromSoft stuff, I can't remember how to pronounce the name, like Blingy, he did this before. He does a lot of, like, you know, do magic only in Kingsfield and stuff like that. So I felt like it'd be pretty fun to try it myself. Want to see you use a fireball? Yeah, it's been a rough time for me, guys, since Thanksgiving. Lots of lots of pain. But again, after I got on some meds, at least the last few days have been bearable. Hey, what's up, horsey? Welcome. Alright, at least we're grabbing some quick levels here. And a couple other things are going to be a little bit different. You know, we want to kill enemies for levels, obviously, but we also want the gems because we're going to have to buy a crap ton of healing items because we're not going to be able to use any magic spells. And it also makes the beginning of the game interesting. Oh, that would be nice. We are probably going to progress to the dungeon a little bit, the Water Shrine, and then we'll probably leave to go back to the research headquarters before it gets kabonged. So we could stock up on some items. Because otherwise we can't get items till we get to the tree hideout area. And the only way to get there is either through the Cliff Forest, which is incredibly dangerous at lower levels, and obviously Disposal Valley, but we don't have the ability to cure our poison or protect ourselves from the poison, so that'll be a little annoying as well. Yeah, exactly, Red Mage. We're gonna go grab those knuckles later on. Yeah, hopefully you guys are doing well. I'm just trying to think. Yeah, I guess we could just leave. It's fine. Don't necessarily need a magic crystal when we're not using any magic. There's always that.
Oh, you're from the main.
So it's funny, I was like, yeah, we'll watch the cutscenes, and I'm just gonna skip through the dialogue. Alright, I'll let the dialogue play from here on out. Yeah, we did a little...
It says here to add you as a member of our team. Oh boy. This
Little
means
clean.
we'll need the captain's approval.
before the stream started.
But he's always asleep. What can we do? I guess we just can't send you back. It's direct orders from the king. There's nothing we can do. Okay, let me take your sword. I'll put it in safekeeping as part of the team's inventory.
Taking my sword. Unbelievable. Nice. Surprisingly...
Please get a replacement from Wallace at the warehouse. He's in charge of supplies.
Surprisingly, I still haven't played it on original hardware.
This is a weapon request form. Please go to the warehouse and give it to Wallace.
I think I mentioned before, the PlayStation 1 and 2 emulation is like, it's like so good. It's one of the only times where I actually prefer to play on emulation. And I think my first playthrough was on PS4, because they put it on the PlayStation Store. But I do have it. I do have the Japanese copy as well, which I heard the Japanese version of this game. You know how we're like walking really fast? And there's like a button to move slow like this? Apparently in the Japanese version, you natively walk like this, which is insane. I guess the first boss of the game drops a ring which allows you to actually walk like this. I don't know, just seems kind of strange to me, because the game's so predicated on like speed and magic that they would like make you walk like a slug natively. I don't know. Anyway, one of these days we'll play it on a PS2 as well.
You're the new guy from the mainland, right? Welcome to this miserable island.
Give me my sword, bro.
So, you're the new guy. What do you... Yeah? The king wants you to retrieve the eternal power? Hey, sorry. Why don't you visit the shrine? There might be something of interest there, but that's only if you can open the water gate. Hey,
Tough question.
How are you doing?
Oh yeah, I forgot to give you the thing. So I think in general Kingsfield, but I really like Eternal Ring. Eternal Ring is starting to turn into like
a sword?
a bit of a comfort game for me at this point. It's one of those ones where there's a lot of areas, but it's like deceptively large. We were actually talking about it in the comments the other day on one of my videos.
How about this? By the way,
it's so streamlined, obviously. It's very point A to point B in most areas.
They'd be worth a lot of money back on the mainland. Not many people live here anymore. Resources are excessively abundant. Hey, you, do you need anything?
All right. Or, you know, obviously Kingsfield 2 and 4 are definitely not like that. To a lesser extent, Kingsfield 1. 3 is a little bit more straightforward. But yeah, no, Eternal Ring's a lot of fun. Why do the graphics look good? So we're playing on the PS2 emulator, and there's like a widescreen mod and all that kind of stuff. It looks pretty good. A good starting point, if you're talking old ones... So even though it's not my favorite Kingsfield game, I would say if you're talking like older FromSoftware, I would start with Kingsfield 3. because it's more straightforward than 2. I feel like people can get frustrated with 2 because 2's kind of labyrinthy. And then if you're jumping ahead to the PS2 era, I would just roll with, honestly, Eternal Ring's a really good starting point, and then probably Kingsfield 4. I always play things in order though, so it's tough. It's tough for me to give those types of suggestions, I guess. Alright, so what do we got? Gems needed. Let's just, I guess, load up on Paralyzed Poison. Let's load up on heals early. Oopsies. Yeah, no, Mr. B, the emulation for PS1 and PS2 looks real good. Like I said, I'm definitely a real hardware guy, but kind of blown away by how good it is, for being honest. Alright, so what do we got here? That's a shortcut. Talk to our depressed boy here.
I'm sleepy.
That's how I feel, actually. Oops. He's sleepy now. Alright, let's go in. Like I said, I think we're gonna probably bot back out and grab some more healing items. The other thing that sucks, too, is the merchant in the tree hideout area, the day-night cycle in the game. If it's nighttime, he falls asleep, so you can't actually buy anything at that point, which sucks.
There's a shrine up ahead, but the deeper area is submerged in water. If only we
Alright,
could
I
find
lied.
a
We're
way
gonna
to
skip
open
through
the
dialogue.
water gate. Perhaps someone such as yourself. Did you see that grave over there? There were more people here before. We've lost contact with the team that went to the other side. What's in that place, anyway?
I don't remember. Why is Trunks not opening the door for me here? There we go. So, I had to go push the issue. I can never remember if you have to talk to him, or if I have to do it myself.
We have no idea what it's like inside.
Alright. Yeah, I'm actually really excited to try Kingsfield 4 on this emulator, because my first playthrough of that was on real hardware. Looked fine, obviously, but I'm curious to see how the widescreen stuff looks. So, unfortunately, for fans of, you know, dungeons and labyrinths and stuff, this is one of the only true dungeons in the game. It's like, there's really not many areas in the game that have multiple levels. You see all these saves here, it's because I 100%ed the game on Retro Achievements a while back. I guess it doesn't really matter, right? I don't know. Maybe we'll save over this one. Don't let me forget, it's number 8. Ding, 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 ding. Oh, yes. Almost forgot. Need my crappy knife. I still can't believe they jacked my, my lineage sword from me and gave me this thing. They're like, hey, we're gonna take... I never understood this, and I got into conversations with it with a few channel members. Is there an explanation why they took my fucking sword from me and then they still give me a like a dagger? Like, what's the deal? I don't understand it. Because if they wanted to disarm me, that's fine, but before I go into a dungeon, wouldn't you give the guy a friggin' better sword? I don't know. Anyway. I feel like probably people have done that somewhere, right, Vintage? I'm sure it looks just fine on a proper setup. Hey, Spicy. Welcome. Yeah, we're doing melee only. Other than, you know, the few times that you actually have to use magic. Not much, how you doing? I was filling everybody in earlier, been having a lot of teeth problems, so my life's been a little hellish in the last, like, 10 days or so, but we're having an okay day today. Magic stone. We certainly don't need that. So we're probably gonna stream. It's 11:39. We'll stream till probably about 12:50-ish or so today. The next stream, not sure when it'll be. I might stream tomorrow during the day, but we'll see. Oh! Forgot about you. I guess another Eternal Ring challenge run we could do is probably play the Japanese version, right? And walk slow the whole time. Oh my god, that would be so dreadful. I feel like that one actually wouldn't be fun. Get back here. Thank you. Oh, this dagger. Yeah, I recently wrapped up Shadow Tower like right before Thanksgiving. I loved it. It was so much fun. Unfortunately for me, the retro achievement set for Shadow Tower is like very annoying because it revolves around all the enemy spawns and rare drops and stuff like that, and it's gonna be a bit of a slog. But I'm down for the challenge. With that said, I do this thing often where I have like too many projects going at once and I'm a little overwhelmed, so I think I'm gonna focus on finishing Final Fantasy II before I start going full-fledged into that. I don't quite have the time allocation IRL to be like actively juggling 3 projects at once. Oh my god, the range on this thing. Yeah, the Japanese version, allegedly, I haven't tried it myself yet, but from what I read, you see how we're sprinting like this? If you hold the X button, you walk like this. And I guess in the Japanese version, you walk like that normally, and you can't sprint without a ring that you get at the end of this dungeon. So technically, I mean, technically you could hold X the whole time too on this to do a challenge. It's a little annoying. But, I don't know. Maybe if we're bored enough in the future, we'll do something like that. What I really, really want from Eternal Ring, and I doubt it'll ever happen, and if it does exist, somebody let me know. I would love a randomizer. I think a randomizer would be absolutely glorious. Alright, so we're gonna go over here. There's our boy. We're gonna meet at, shit, what's that place called? Not Disposal Valley. Can't remember. What is it? Is it a warshipping area? And we're gonna get a magic ring over there, and we're gonna only use it in this dungeon because we have to progress. So let it be known, guys. Let it be known. Yeah, it's funny. I always enjoy those like little intricacies and the differences between the games. That one sounds downright cruel. But yeah, I cannot imagine playing Eternal Ring like this. Seriously, like the whole time. This is like Kingsfield pace. But this game does not operate like Kingsfield, so it's a little interesting to me. Again, apparently you can get a ring, so it's not the end of the world, but yeah, no. Alright, we'll save after that. Whoa! So, I remember one of the rings in this game doesn't work as functioned. It's one of the passive rings that I'm allowing myself to use during this run. I don't remember which one it is though, and I can't remember exactly what it is. Is it the one that you passively like gain experience or something? One of the rings, like, it sounds like it's great. It sounds like it'll level you up quicker, but it actually levels you up slower. I should have probably looked that up before the game started. Alright, our boy's gone. Alright, so we're gonna equip Fireball for now. But we're not gonna attack any enemies with it. Yeah, I remember, I think my first playthrough, which wasn't recorded, they gave me a hell of a time until I realized that you could basically just bum rush them. But yeah, they keep hopping backwards, which is funny. Alright, so now it's flooded. Or, excuse me, no longer flooded. Alright. And for those that aren't familiar with the game, there's like a bajillion magic rings that you could make. You go to a ring maker, you find the rings, you combine a bunch of gems. There is a science to it, but sometimes I did notice that there could be like a little bit of RNG, depending on what you're trying to do exactly. Tough to explain. But yeah, I did get all of the rings for the Retro Achievement run, and let me tell you, it was a sloggy segment. The reality of it is, though, is you pretty much just need, whatchamacall. Just need, like, wind magic and you're good. Alright, I have to make sure that I don't accidentally press my magic spell. Once I get out of this dungeon, I'll just, or once I get to the boss, I'll unequip my ring. I think we have to do one more door. I could be wrong. Oh yeah, I went to the wrong one anyway. Filthy creatures, indeed. Mommy Salami. Love the name, by the way. And we're probably... It's gonna be a little annoying, because we're gonna have to wait till nighttime, but I think I'm probably gonna steal the dude's, what is it, like stiletto or something? Like a rapier. Because I believe it's the best early game weapon, even over the one that you could buy from the Tree Hideout Merchant, or the one that you can get by giving that proof of the dead man thing. But who knows, maybe with the more casual pace that I'm going at, maybe we'll hit nighttime a little quicker. Okie doke. Ooh, I forgot. That's something I have to consider, actually. Remember I told you guys I kind of think I should leave the dungeon, because if I progress all the way through the dungeon... then I can't get items until... And we don't have any poison healing? Oh, we do. We got 3. I don't know. I gotta think that over. I might leave the dungeon and come back. Not sure yet. Whoa. I am ready to not have this weapon, I'll tell you that. Oh my goodness. I think I'm not hitting him because of, yeah, probably that. Yep. Alright. How many gems do we have? Yeah, I will be leaving. I want to go get some more heals and get some more poison things. It's such a great reach. Insanely good reach. Alright, so we'll just head up that way. I think there's some items before the boss, right? So we'll grab those two.
Thank you.
Poke stab, poke stab, poke stab, poke stab, poke stab.
Horsey, thank you for the $2 super chat. This is definitely going to be the poke stab stream of a lifetime. Thank you. So I realistically probably don't need to go back, because I feel like even though Disposal Valley is probably one of the more confusing areas of the game to get through, even with a map you can kind of get turned around. I don't know. I should probably err on the side of caution, I guess. Alright, so we're gonna head back out. It is like a toothpick. It's so bad. Honestly, I'm not gonna do it this time, Mommy Salami, but this actually might be... Maybe the next challenge run should be just use the opening dagger. Yeah, we're gonna leave. We're gonna get some more items before they get ransacked, and then we'll come back and kill the boss. I did save, I think. Yeah, if you're a fan of, you know, dungeon crawler, labyrinthy things. Oh my god, I forgot I can't go up that way. Son of a bitch. Alright, major backtrack. That would be pretty painful. Oh well, kill some more enemies, I guess. I got lost in thought there. I think what I was saying was, if you are a fan of dungeon crawlers and labyrinths, probably Eternal Ring isn't going to be your favorite. This is realistically one of the only areas of the game that has like multiple floors and like locked doors. And one of the things that always bugged me was you can come back later with the red key or whatever. There's really not that good a loot. Obviously, if you're 100%ing the game, sure, I get it, but I found it to be really underwhelming. Can you move? Jesus. Not there. Sure, I will kill more. That's fine. But yeah, we're definitely going to be doing the Sealed Labyrinth for sure, because we're going to want to get that repeating attack ring thing, and honestly, probably the Moonlight Sword as well. Because one of the major roadblocks for this run is actually going to be the dragon at the Wind Shrine. You have to like get at the very edge, and you can catch the dragon when it like goes down, I think. Which is funny because when I did my other runs, the fireball only run against it was an absolute pain in the balls. But I feel like with the repeating attack ring and the Moonlight Sword, if we could hit it a few times, it won't be that bad. The other run that I did was worse. But we'll have to figure out the gimmick and the shtick behind it all. Yeah, it is possible. You just have to get right to the edge and then catch it when it goes down. And like I said, when I did my other run with the fireball, it was very similar. There's like a very small window where the dragon can be attacked. Otherwise, it's actually invulnerable a lot of the time, I noticed. At least the low-level stuff. The rest of the run will be very straightforward, just, you know, get good, basically. That one's a little tricky. I could also unequip my ring so I don't accidentally use it. Can I? Yeah, there you go. And yeah, I would totally be down for more old FromSoft challenge runs and stuff. I told you guys, like, I've been sort of not wanting to do as many first playthroughs on stream. I'm a notorious really bad first playthrough guy, which might be fun for some people, but not for me. So I still think I'm gonna keep the streams for a while to be a little bit more casual, like maybe, well, casual challenge runs, you know what I'm saying. Alright. Hello, crabs. Alright, well, we should be able to buy a bunch of crap. I think at least like 10 items, right? We'll save when we get back in, just in case. Thank you, Horsey. It's people like you that actually were able to get me to partner a few years ago, because a lot of people would just leave my videos running during work or something like that. My watch times were actually insane. I hit the watch time stuff way before the subscriber count. It's okay, Horse. If you could remember next time, just do it. But if you're asleep, I get it. Oh shit, are you not gonna... It's nighttime. Oh no! Really? Alright. Well, that's annoying as hell. So, Eternal Ring runs on a day-night cycle. And I'm pretty sure that means it's nighttime. Also, something interesting for people that might do the Retro Achievement run, the first few days of the game run really quick. When you get out of the Water Shrine, the game, like, slows down. But, yeah, I don't think we could buy anything right now. Just trying to come back to buy stuff. Go figure. Yep, everything's locked. Alright. I guess I'll just go back and forth for a while until time changes. I've actually never done this. If I sit here and it goes to daytime, which I think it will, do the doors just magically become unlocked? So I think it runs on a real-time clock. Guess we'll see. We'll let it go. I'll talk to you guys. How about that? Well, I appreciate you waking up and slapping the like button there. By the way, if anybody is new here, feel free to subscribe. It's free. There's some names that I don't recognize today, but that doesn't mean that you're not a subscriber. Because that's how YouTube be, you know? Yeah, it looks like it's getting light out now, right? Yeah. Alright, open up your shop. Fucker. Alright, I'm going to say... the music changed back to the normal one, so I think if I go into the Water Shrine and come back, maybe it'll be opened. I hope. Thank you, Mommy Salami. Yeah, if anybody's newer, I definitely used to have more time and more energy to crank out more content on a consistent basis, but I'm trying. I'm trying. Alright, you gotta be open now, bro. Open your shop. Must be 6 in the morning. It's definitely daybreak. Wake up, everybody. Yeah, so the time mechanic in this game is just very strange. Realistically, the only things that it does that you'll notice is merchants won't be available, like this, and there's another area where a dude will just be sleeping. The music changes in a few areas, and I heard that allegedly, like you'll see here, it says Time of Wind, for example, or Tune of Wind? Time of Wind? Time of Wind. That entails something like either enemies are now weaker to wind or more resistant to wind. Like there's some really weird stuff baked into the time. There we go, we're in there. Somebody did a deep dive on it on a Discord, and it's very interesting. It doesn't really play into any kind of... It doesn't really matter, basically, but it's still cool.
Did you find any gems?
I did. Alright. Cursed poison. Yeah, we're definitely gonna want a few of you. I hate to pick this up now, but I think I'll just do it anyway. Cursed actually, I think, lowers your strength, so that's gonna be something we'll need. Silence, I don't give a shit about. I don't care about that either, or that. Alright. We'll just load up on the little guys. Okay. Crank out a run. Yeah, the strict, like, real-time ones usually aren't great. I agree. And also, yes, exactly that. Spicy. At times I do find myself I get burnt out a lot quicker in my older age, sadly. Which also reminds me, I have off tomorrow, but the rest of my work week is absolute hell. We had, like, just stuff dumped on my department that's due at the end of the week, and I'm not looking forward to it. Thankfully, I have off the whole week of Christmas this year, so hopefully we could get a few Christmas week streams in. Reminding you of Wind Waker? So it's funny, I was really into Wind Waker. I never finished it though. I had it in high school, and I want to say I got close to halfway through, and then, I don't know, I had like gaming ADD or something back then, and I would just like drop games randomly. I don't know why. Streaming my day job? Be incredibly boring, that's for sure. Alright. Don't be dropping gems right now, because you'll just tempt me to go back out and buy some more shit. We need to kill the boss, okay? But yeah, if anybody hasn't seen my newer Eternal Ring review that I made back in like March, I would actually recommend it. I'm not one that sits here and goes like, yeah, watch my stuff, it's amazing. But I was happy with how that video came out, so if you haven't seen it, watch it. Maybe like it. Maybe leave a comment, I don't know. But one of my favorite things about Eternal Ring is the soundtrack. I listen to it, like, I'm not even kidding, probably like every other week. And it's funny too, because a lot of the songs are sort of just remixes of the main theme, but I'm telling you, it works. You dropped the gem? I haven't watched Aqua Teen in a long time. Alright, my hope is today I'd like to get to the tree hideout, and then we'll kind of see where we're at. Not very far, obviously. I knew that the beginning was going to be a little sloggy because I wanted to level up and obtain some gemmies. We'll just save down at the boss, it's fine. It's hilarious too, thinking like back to my first playthrough of this. This was my first... No, was it Kingsfield? I either played Kingsfield 1 or this as my first like old school FromSoft, and I remember getting lost in here somehow, and it's just funny because it's really not that complicated. I feel like, are we close to another level? Maybe not? I don't know. Alrighty, boss time. And I think... Doesn't this boss drop... I think this boss might drop the ring that doesn't function properly. I gotta be careful when I put that on because we're gonna need like actual normal experience levels in this run to make things easier. All right, here we go. Also, boss music in Eternal Ring, one of the best tracks of all time, I'm telling you right now. Oh yeah, if you haven't already, please like the stream. Appreciate that. So good. God, I love this music. Right. Get hit, scrub. Whoa! Is he on my head? I think he was. Oh! Oh, we're gonna get hit. No, really? Okay. Oh, yeah, he's jumping on my head. That's wild. There we go. Hey, that wasn't too bad. Reminds you of Parasite Eve. I could definitely see that. That was a fun game. I played through that a few years ago, finally. Ring of Insight. So is this the ring that's like... I'm allowing myself to use attribute rings, by the way. Increase earned experience. So there's one of these rings that's like this doesn't work properly, and I can't remember which one it is. Best FromSoft soundtrack. It's for me it's definitely a toss-up between this and King's Field 4, but they're both very close. Evergrace? Nice. I haven't actually listened to the Evergrace soundtrack. Is Forever Kingdom a sequel to Evergrace? I never looked into it. Yeah, I still have a lot of FromSoft games to get to. I think that this is the bad ring. I'm telling you guys, there's a ring that doesn't work the way it says it is, so I'm just gonna leave it off. I think what it does is, like, it gives you more experience, but it does something where you have to, like, earn more. So it's not really doing anything. Oh, no, I can't wait. I gotta get the Shadow Tower Abyss next, but maybe I'll try those afterwards. This is my second favorite song, by the way. Love this track, too. Gotcha. Whew, love this track.
Are you here in search of eternity. I don't even have the strength to talk. There is not much time left. You must
What's up, malicious?
find Lila.
I was trying to map stuff out there during that cutscene. I think we're gonna just roll through Disposal Valley. We could go through the Cliff Forest, but it's so dangerous. I'd rather not. I just have to make sure that I make the right turns in the Disposal Valley, because if you don't go through the Cliff Forest, you can't clear the pillars, which makes it a little bit more janky to get through. What's up, Nasty? Oh, new icon too, by the way. I was like, who's that? Alrighty. First boss and dungeon done. And time to head out and get another boss. So yeah, I think that'll be my goal today. We'll fight this next boss, we'll get through Warshipping Area and Disposal Valley, and we'll get to the tree hideout and probably end there. Which actually might be perfect, because if we get to the tree hideout, I wanted to steal the guy's weapon at nighttime and all that kind of stuff, so maybe I'll kind of manip it along. Maybe we'll start the next stream at nighttime so I could steal it. Or I'll steal it off camera. I don't know. Either way. Well, thank you, Nasty. It's been feeling better for sure. I'm not out of the woods yet, but we'll see. I'm not getting extracted until the 16th, which is whack. Your immersion? Sorry. It has been feeling better the last few days, though, which ultimately, when it's bothering you, and then you get some relief, wonderful. Boom! Is it really? Alright, I'll talk about something better then. Turkey teeth. Yeah, like I said before, it was quite frustrating. I went a few years with basically nothing wrong at all, and then all of a sudden it's like, hey, everything's wrong now. You feel low to the ground. Ooh. I don't need to come in here, but let's do it anyway. Well, hopefully we'll have a better weapon soon, so we don't have to, like, do this all the time. Oh, just drop leaf gem. Take that too. So it's funny, Malicious. I think that's possibly what started to happen, actually. Is my one tooth was bothering me so much. Granted, I am on antibiotics now, but I feel like the nerve's like starting to die in it. Which, you know, long term isn't good, but I'm getting it pulled in like 8 days anyway, so. Oh, congrats, Nasty. So it's funny, I didn't have to have my wisdom teeth removed. They grew in normally, but 2 of them ended up, one of them broke, so I had to get extracted, and then the other one had a cavity and needed to get removed. But I still have 2 of them in my mouth, surprisingly. Everybody dead. Sad. So she's not, but if you go talk to her, she dies anyway. Rip. The voice acting in this game, guys. So good. Just laughing before it even happens. I recommend it. You know, earlier the question actually came up about like what would be a good entry point. The more and more that I'm thinking about it, probably this. I think Kingsfield 3 is a solid entry point as well, due to it being more linear and stuff, but I think Eternal Ring.
You little rats of the Elders.
Is that the best you can do?
Is that the best you can do? The Eternal Ring is mine! Mine! Mine!
Yeah, Eternal Ring's like really polished. It's way quicker than Kingsfield. It's pretty linear, so I think it's a good entry point. I think like if you get the hang of this and you enjoy this, then you'd like the slower, more intricate combat of Kingsfield and stuff like that. Me too. I don't know why. Like, there's such bad voice acting in this game. A lot of it's funny, but I think that, I don't know, either the opening guy in the boat or that's the best you can do might be my favorite. Oh yeah. So it's funny. Most of the voice acting is so bad that it's funny and good, right? But the Eternal Ring baby person might be like the worst and most annoying I've ever heard in my life. And of course it's an incredibly long cutscene. Unskippable, obviously. Jump. Hit. Let's try and sneak two in there. Come on. Jump. These are the moves of a man who spent too much time in that sealed dungeon and had to fight a bunch of these guys. Average Creek man. Hey, come on. Oh. Horse. What a story. I think that would be an interesting inclusion there, Vintage. Having the choice between the two. Oh, Malicious, I agree. For those that don't know, FromSoft apparently is obviously they're doing Duskbloods or whatever, and they just came out with the other Night Rain DLC, but apparently they're really far along on a third project. I don't know what it is. Could be a new IP. I don't know. Every day, I will hope that it'll be Kingsfield 5. I'll take Eternal Ring 2. I'll take Shadow Tower 3. Whatever. I don't even care. Give me something, please. The fire looks so real. Yeah. It was so real that he was chilling in it and not even affected, you know? We'll go to our ring maker here, even though we're not making anything. I feel like you're right, Vintage. I feel like I remember that. Dude, you know, obviously, highly doubt that we'll get Kingsfield or anything like that.
Pass down the knowledge
I
of
would
the
take
ancients.
even a Bloodborne remaster at this point, just so you don't have to, you know,
Who see this is the submit.
get the PS4 emulator set up to play it in 60 FPS. There was also rumors of them remastering Dark Souls 3, which sounds absolutely stupid to me. I don't see why that would need to be done. Okie doke. We just wanted to say hi to him, that's all. But we're not actually making any rings. Alrighty. Warship area incoming. Oh my goodness. Yeah, you know what? As much as I'd like Kingsfield 5, I would take modern... Well, I guess a remaster would be fine. I would take a remake too if it's done properly. I mean, if they're doing it, I would have faith that it's done properly. So we're not gonna mess with the poison butterflies here. I don't really see the point. How many hits? 3, 4, oh god. 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh my goodness, guys. Yeah, we're gonna be running through Disposal Valley, for sure. We're not killing anything in there. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, oh my god. 15, 16, 17, 18. Is it gonna be 20? 19. I'm starting to think they're invincible, actually. This is wild. For real? Oh my god, now the other one's shooting shit at me? Can you die already? I think I might just run through here. This is insane. Are you... What the... How many hits? I cannot believe how many hits this thing's taken. There's no way. Can I just not kill this guy with this? Oh my god. Paralyzed. Oh, this is bad. Just one more, yeah, exactly. Alright. I hate to do this, because I hit him like 50 times. There's no way. He has to be killed by this thing. I am hitting him and doing damage. There's no way he's invulnerable to it. Wow, this is really a thing. Okay. So off the top of my head, I can't remember. Does Paralyze heal on its own in this game? Okay, it does. Alright, whatever. I'm out of here. I guess I'm not killing anything here at this point. Maybe I'll try you. 2, 3, yeah. Alright, we're out of here. Fuck that. This ain't working. Health bars. Dude. I am at a loss right now. I can't believe, I mean, the dagger is really weak, don't get me wrong. I gotta come back with, like, a different weapon. I know. That's how it be, though, in my brain, I'm telling you. I swear, he has to be able to die. There's no way. I don't think that there's, like, truly invulnerable, enemies in this game to physical attacks. But who knows, maybe I'm wrong. That was insane,
Looks
though.
like you've opened the water gate.
Once we get through the next area, Nasty, we can get a better weapon. I sunk the... I did. Honestly, I did.
This is a mess.
I had to use like 3 heals for no reason.
You moved it.
Brutal.
Just as I'd thought. Then you should. I have.
So he's giving us a ring. I think this is the one that
has
protects you
magic
from
energy.
poison, but we're not going to be able to use it, so it
There are
doesn't really matter.
people Treat what?
So I wonder, do you even have to go to him? You probably don't. But I always do anyway.
It's gone. Listen, don't will eternal. It isn't eternal. Magical. It isn't just a.
Okay. So this is another area that the music's different when you come back at like nighttime and stuff. So in this area, you could also go 2 different places. You can go to Disposal Valley or Cliff Forest. I think I'm going to Disposal Valley. Maybe I'm not, actually. Did I just go backwards? I think I went backwards. Yeah, I definitely did. All right, we'll save anyway. Then we gotta go through again. Oops. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing, malicious, about the ad read. Hey, what's up, Lord? Welcome. Yeah, getting an early one in today before football. We're basically gonna probably try to speed through here to get to the hideout area. Can you kill NPCs in this game? I don't think you can. I'm pretty sure they're invulnerable. There's a few of them that stick around, but I don't think you can hit them. Alright, there he is. The scene of the crime, this guy over here. Yeah, there's fall damage. Yep. There isn't in Shadow Tower, which actually caught me by surprise recently, but there is in this one. Who do I want to win today? Most of the games revolving around... Oh, you almost knocked me off. Revolving around the Niners' playoff hopes are teams playing each other, so almost anybody winning helps. And if some way the Cardinals could beat the Rams, and whoever's playing the Seahawks beats the Seahawks, I'd be very happy. That'd be a great day for me. The NPC should be the final boss. Alright, I need you to like... Yeah, thank you. Technically, no. Like, their fate's in their own hands, but obviously... I'd like to win the division if possible, and if they could have a little bit of breathing room, because the schedule gets a little tough down the stretch. Alright, so that's Cliff Forest. No. Shoot, did I go to the Cliff Forest, or I don't even remember now. Ugh. Yeah, shoot, we don't actually want to go here. Nope. So the Cliff Forest is tough because basically all the enemies could like one-shot you. All of them tie. I think even if they tie, I think it helps. Alright, Disposal Valley. We're gonna have to speed through here. The poison is random. What do we got? 14. At least we got 7 poison heals. Okay. Oops, wrong way already. So because we didn't go to the Cliff Forest, we didn't enact a bunch of shortcuts. So we have to like go around essentially until we hit a dead end. See, like over there is a shortcut that would be released. Get the fuck out of my way. Save the princess? Yeah, no, we're trying to retrieve the eternal ring, but you'll see later. Alright, so that is the dead end I think I was looking for, right? And then I can go over here. Oh my god. Okay. I have to navigate this properly. Now we're finally poisoned. That took a while, actually. Alright, this is the dead body, right? No. Nope. Okay. I have to recalibrate myself here. I think we have to sneak through right here. That's the dead body. There's that, and now I need to go not there, over here. Get out of the way. Yeah, I mean, the entire soundtrack gets stuck in my head, basically. You're actually half dreaming one, Lord. So the one challenge run was on retro achievements. You were allowed to use the fireball ring as an attack in the holy ring to get into the hidden dungeon. Otherwise, it was melee. But you did have the fireball, which does kind of trivialize a lot of the smaller enemies, and even though it's not a powerful spell by any means, it can help handle a lot of bosses really easy. So this is a true melee only run. I hope I'm going the right way. Getting all sorts turned up right now. I think we go over here. No. Ooh, I think we went the wrong way, guys. Let's see. If this is the one with the save, then we're still like on the right track. I think this is the one with the save, right? Oh, maybe it's not. Oh, go! We just got crapped upon. Oh my god, when was the last time I saved? Did I save going into Disposal Valley? Oh, I saved going into Warshipping area. That's right, I remember now. Yeah, I don't know why. For some reason, I forgot that that actually hurts you on top of the poison. So that's bad. Anyway, here we are again. I kind of underestimated how annoying the very beginning would be without a good weapon and not being able to heal the poison. But we'll be okay. Yeah, in case anybody's wondering, we're not able to use that ring in this run. We're not using magic to basically help ourselves out in that aspect, meaning curing the poison, obviously, or hitting enemies, so we have to go through while poisoned. There are non-ring consumables, yep, all these. But as far as attacking, no. It's all like cure poison, cure paralysis, heal yourself, that sort of thing. And there are attribute rings, which I will allow myself to wear, but the one that I have right now, I think is the one that doesn't work properly, so I'm not using it at all. Alright. Take two. And as you saw, we just got poisoned immediately by going in. It's completely random. The last time we were in, we were able to walk for like 2 minutes without getting poisoned. Don't need that, but we'll grab it anyway, it's fine. We are gonna save. I'll probably make a save on 7 because I am poisoned right now. I'm gonna allow myself to do that. Fireball and the holy magic. Just to get into the dungeon. Alright. Okay, so these guys are actually like way more brutal than I remembered. Well, you're poisoned at least. Alright, let's grab the feather. Alright, we have to pick up the dead man's thing again. Alright, let's recalibrate. I gotta go to the left. And then over here, I should be able to go up and around this way, right? I think that might have been my fatal mistake last time. And there should be... Oh, I did it. You know, I think I did go through the right area. And I just got killed, that's all. Am I good? I don't remember now. Disposal Valley, guys. Might have went the wrong way again. I honestly don't even remember now. This is bad. So I went around, hold on a second. So I went back. Okay, we're going the right way. I went the wrong way there, but we went the right way. I think. Grab that. Alright, we're good. Yeah, the poison butterfly moth things pooped on me, unfortunately. And I got killed. Oh, really? They reused them in Lost Kingdom, Malicious? Yeah, my backlog is enormous. Let alone my FromSoft. Okay, I see. For a second I thought it was nighttime. Yeah, it just became dawn, right? So you're awake. So when he goes to sleep, you could steal a weapon from him. But we'll buy stuff since he's awake, it's fine.
No, you sure took... It seems... Hey, if there is... Nothing's free. But if... What do you need?
Okay. Seems fine.
Do you know a woman named... I've met her several times. I tell her story. I would like to talk to her and...
Yes, yes. So if you give that guy down there the thing that we found on the dead man, and then you go up there, you can get a sword, but I don't want that sword, I want the other one. Let's save real quick. We're gonna stop soon, but I'm gonna see if I could, like, Time goes so much slower now though, right? Yeah, I think once you get out of the water shrine, time really slows down. I really want it to be nighttime. Welcome back. Yeah, I still have to play the Echo Knight games. I still have to play Shadow Tower Abyss. Obviously, Forever Kingdom, all those types of games, Lost Kingdoms. We will get there eventually, I promise. Okay, so I have to make a decision here. We are like kind of smack dab in daytime. Alright, so we're actually gonna stop the stream. Here's what I'm gonna do. Well, you know, let's see how long it takes. Let's let it sit. Let's let it sit. So at nighttime he falls asleep and I want to grab his weapon. That was kind of like my goal for this stream. So we'll see how long it takes to get to nighttime. We'll go from there. I think I do have to leave though. So he actually falls to asleep. And we do not need to go to the Cliff Forest, so I think the next place that we're going to go is the Limestone Caves, which is probably the #1 or #2 area of the game, where you could also get turned around, and there's a lot of really annoying enemies in there, surprisingly. Yeah, Lord, I hear you. It's tough. I have so many things that I want to do. I also gotta reel myself back in and not do so many projects at once. You'll have no idea. But yeah, you get a weapon from him by turning in that Dead Man quest, and it's not a bad weapon or anything, but I believe that the weapon that you could steal is slightly better, so at this point, I'll take anything. And normally there's a magic ring here, but you need a special ring in order to see that ring. Crazy, I know. Horsey, thank you for the 2. Appreciate it. Yeah, I'm also starving. I'm about to, God, the day-night cycles take so long when it's not early. Yeah, we might cut it there. But thank you again for the 2 horse. Appreciate it. Let me take a look. Yeah, this ain't gonna work. So what we'll do is we'll go save, and I think I will manually run it to nighttime, so when we start up next stream, I'll grab the weapon from him, and we'll go from there. But all in all, not too bad. Decent start. Decent start. Okay. Alright guys, thank you so much for hanging out today. Horse, thank you for the $2 super chat super stickers. We will be picking back up with Eternal Ring sometime this week. Not sure when exactly. There's an outside chance that I might do a day stream tomorrow. I don't know though, probably not. So I'd say maybe look forward to Tuesday or Wednesday night. And if you're a channel member, all the Shadow Tower content should be up by tomorrow. So hopefully you guys enjoy. I completely agree, Malicious. I completely agree. I found a randomizer website and it's where it gives you like completely random challenge runs. I don't know, it's dangerous. Hey, no problem guys. Like the stream on the way out, and I'll see you guys next time.